Welcome to another episode of the Touchdown with Doug Smith as we continue our legendary 2023 NFL Draft Prospect Series. I got a UCF legend in the house here tonight. 6'3", dang near 300-pound defensive tackle coming out of UCF, Anthony Montalvo Jr. Anthony, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Oh, doing well, man. Doing well. So happy to have you on the show, man. We got the draft right around the corner. You in the Hula Bowl not too long ago. And of course, we have the NFL Combine here coming up as well, too. How has this whole process been for you, man?
First of all, thank you for having me on your show or your podcast. And it's a blessing.
Sir.
Everything is coming in close. So it's different. Going from a structured, schedule to now being kind of like on your own, kind of like in the pro series. It's different. It's hard to kind of adjust, but it's fun, honestly.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Now, played at UCF 5 years. You got a true underdog story, man. Tell me from the beginning, man, when did you first fall in love with the game of football?
I think it was middle school. My dad, he was always, a big football fan, always with, we're from New York. He's a Giants fan, so he's always watching the Giants. As a kid, I never really understood football, but I would always sit down with him on Sundays and I would just sit there and watch. He would always invite me and, we would always sit there and talk. I would always ask a bunch of questions and, he wanted me to play football. That's the main reason we came down from New York to Florida is because he played football up in New York, like high school and stuff like that. He said it wasn't, what he wanted from me. So he wanted me to come down really. But, staying in middle school and I asked him, hey, I think I want to play football. He took that and ran, that literally that second he put me on a TUIFL team down in Tampa, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is what we were called. And, I started playing then. So I started playing, I think at the age of 11, maybe 12. And, it's pretty much the story for there.
That's where the legend begins. Very cool. Very cool, man. Now we have the NFL draft right around the corner. A lot of guys, man, they're in the trenches right now. They're trying to gain weight, lose weight, get their shuttle score up, get their 40 time up. I mean, people are all throughout the country, mainly in Florida. I know you're out here and working out in Orlando. How's your workouts been going and what are you doing right now to help take your game to the next level?
The workouts are great. I'm sticking with a UCF coach, a strength conditioning coach that, he was here during the season, the last 2 years. He's a great coach. So I kind of talked to him and he's helping me get ready for pro day. But, basically he has this whole program set up the way he wants it is basically, the first couple of weeks was kind of getting things back, going and stuff like that. Then we were doing plyos, we were doing, explosion work, key details on technique for, sprinting mechanics, running mechanics, and then just certain things that we can improve on, just in technique wise, just because you have a certain amount of time, training, but you're not going to gain, say, lower your 40 by 5 seconds. It's not going to be possible. It's just all technique where you can lose a tenth of a second, you can do certain things like that. So that also helps.
Yeah, man. Absolutely, man. And it's crazy, man. Cause like, NFL teams are real like the tape says one thing, but they want that workout warrior. Sometimes a workout warrior don't even work out. You've had call them out by name, but we've had first round picks where they have this amazing 40 time and they don't necessarily get the results as a first rounder would hope, kind of thing. So that's awesome, man. And I know a couple months ago you had a broken thumb. Now you were out there just like a savage, man. You had the club on and everything, fighting through it. How's that thumb feeling?
It's good now. It's great to kind of have my hand back. You know what I mean? Especially at the end of the season where I can actually grab people and stuff. It's fine now. So I'm feeling good about it.
That's awesome, man. And now you recently, and this is a huge honor and privilege, man. You were in the Hula Bowl. So you're literally amongst your peers, man. A lot of dominant players who are going to be on NFL rosters. You were amongst them. That's so cool. What was that experience like?
That was definitely a unique experience. I got the invite late. One of the D tackles, he had got injured or a little beat up a little bit. He was still there, so I got to talk to him and stuff like that. He's a great dude. But yeah, it was definitely different. Getting the invite late, it was kind of like awkward a little bit. The new guy kind of showing up, and then I had to learn the scheme in less than a day or 2 days. The scheme wasn't hard. They kept it simple. For some reason, I thought they were gonna like scheming up against the other team, but it was just playing football. So getting to it, it was just playing simple football. It was just so much fun, especially having my teammates around, being on the same team as them, joking around with the guys, meeting new guys, and being able just to have fun with new people.
Were there any guys that you played against that maybe there was some smack talk going on, taking practice against them?
Yeah, so it wasn't. I wouldn't necessarily say we were smack talking. But the Louisville guard was there, and I played against him. It was number 74. I can't remember his name by heart right now, but it was number 74, and I went against him last year. He's a really good guy. I didn't realize it was him until he turned his helmet, and because he had a different number on, and he turned his helmet, and he noticed me too. The center, I think it was Bradley, for USF was there too. So we kind of talked a little bit, but it was always fun.
That's cool, man. Always good to take and connect with rivals off the field and whatnot. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. Now you've had great success while playing at UCF. A lot of guys, the numbers may start off slow, and you've been consistently getting better. I mean, you dang near doubled your tackles your final senior year while playing at UCF. That is amazing in itself. What are some things that keep you humble in life?
I think starting off as a walk-on is always keeping me humble. It's always keeping me, knowing where I came from. And then always having, like Sam Jackson, Alex Ward, those guys, like, the D-line, we always talk. We always like pushing each other and stuff like that. But we never really talked about the success. We always wanted to talk about what we could do to get better. So, like right now, Sam and Alex, I'm working out with Alex Ward in Orlando. And, we're pushing each other, but we never really talk about the success like that. We always just say, okay, hey, listen, you can do this better. Focus on this and stuff like that. And I think that's the main thing. It's not, being all over, whether it's Twitter, of having a friend that's kind of like, pushing the success on you and like, blowing your head up a little too much.
Yeah, absolutely, man. If you have too many yes men around, it could definitely change your view real quickly. Speaking from experience, so yeah. You have one big game, everyone's in your ear, and you start drinking the Kool-Aid, So.
Yeah.
I hear you, man. That's cool, man. What would I watch a highlight, man, and it's a lot of fun, man. I watch a few clips here and there, man, and you're explosive, man. You're great run stopper. You're in on a lot of tackles, man. If you're not the one getting solo tackles, you're the one making it happen. You're a disruptor, man, which is really cool, man. Are there any NFL players that you currently model your game after?
I get this question a lot, and I would say I don't think I model after anybody just yet. Just because those guys are on a different level. You got Aaron Donald, Ndamukong Suh. You got so many different defensive tackles, and they use their bodies differently. I mean, some of them 6'5", 6'3", some of them are 6'1", some of them way heavier. It's just like how you can use your body. Obviously everybody wants to be like Aaron Donald, the pass rusher. He could run, stop, he could do everything. Everybody wants to be him. I just want to be myself, Anthony Montalvo. I want to be known as Montalvo. You know what I mean? I know my weaknesses and I know my strengths. So I think that's the biggest thing, is just keeping myself humble in that area. Like, I am me. I'm not somebody else.
Now, Anthony, what was your aha moment? Could have been in high school, could have been in college, but when was your aha moment where you realized that, man, I'm not your average college football player. I'm really, really dang good at this, and I could take this to the next level, the NFL. What was your aha moment where you realized you're ready for the NFL?
So the aha moments, I think they kind of it was like kind of like all over the place. I've always believed, that I can play in the NFL, that I can play, the next level, especially in high school, where I didn't have any kind of like, recruiters or D1 offers or anything like that. I just kept believing, but I think it was more of like, as the years went by, I noticed, certain things that I did well.
I saw the highlights in the ECU game. And if I'm a quarterback, if I'm a running back, I like hate Anthony Montalvo right now, man, because you're constantly in the backfield that game, man. I was watching that, and man, you did your thing, man. If you weren't the one causing the havoc, you were falling right up behind that, man. It was quite a sight to see, man. If you don't mind me asking, what's in the headphones on game day?
Oh man, it's a mixture of everything. Recently this year was just all rock music.
Yeah.
Last year I tried listening to certain different things. I would ask players like, "Hey, what's on your playlist?" and they would send it to me. This year was just mainly rock music. I had a little selection. So
very cool. Do you have like a favorite band or bands that you like to listen to, preferably?
Nah, I mean, Disturbed is really good.
I know them.
Man, there's a lot of them, honestly. So I couldn't one, but I kind of have a mixture of everything.
Oh, no worries, man. Yeah, Disturbed, man. That's pretty dark, man. So you get into that mental place, man, where you're just ready for war, man. Yeah, my dad listens to a lot of heavy metal, man. So that's how very familiar with their work. Very, very cool, man. Were there any coaches that helped you to get to where you are today?
Oh, okay. So there are a handful of coaches that got me here. Originally, getting to UCF was Coach Shank, Ed Shank. He played for the Vikings. He played here at UCF. I guess he's a big donor, or he's just an alumni, and he had connections, and he got me a PW over here. He introduced me, showed the coaches the film, and they liked me that 2017 year. So that's how I got here. High school was Coach Valdez. You know what I mean? He was always on me. He was our D-line coach in high school. Great guy. He's a pastor now. So, he was always introducing, Jesus and everything like that. So, he talked about it, very often. And, Coach Martin now, our D-line coach now, great guy. He is smart, very smart. So he helped me understand the game, beyond than what I, used to know, coming in as a freshman. So.
And hey, man, life a little bit sweeter when you got Jesus in it, man. I know from experience. So
it is.
Amen, brother. Let me ask you. So NFL teams, they do an abundance of research. They watch videos like this. They ask questions to your parents, to your coaches, sometimes even high school teachers. They dig deep because literally you're an investment, but you're about to be playing for someone's organization somewhere here in the country. That being said, what's something you want NFL teams and scouts who may come across this video? What's something you want them to know about you that perhaps they may not know already?
Man, like you said, they do a deep dive, so it's kind of hard to say. But other than just being like, that I'm here, that I'm willing to play whatever position they want. I'm a quick learner. Whether you need me on the practice squad or you need help, in the tight end position, D-line, if you need me O-line, I can play O-line. I'm actually learning to long snap from Alex Ward. He's teaching me how to long snap. That's a process. I didn't realize how hard that was, but it's fun. So, just certain things, like I'm able to learn whatever position they need me at. So I think that's the biggest thing.
And once you find yourself on an NFL roster, draft day happens, no matter what round that you're in, once you're selected by a team, what are some of your goals rookie year?
Rookie year, I would say just get noticed. Make sure that I'm, I have my foot in the door. Because I know a lot of guys, they get picked up and then they just get let go during camp. It's a business. I didn't realize until Coach Martin, kind of showed us, the hard knocks and talked about it himself, talking to former players, Kalia Davis, Chris Olodokin, everybody, they say the same thing. It is a business. I just need to make sure that, I'm there every day, that they know that I'm there every day, that I'm there to work. And, that I'm trying not to go anywhere. That's the biggest. So I think rookie year is just making sure that I, stay on the team, and stay focused.
And that's awesome, man. Well, Anthony, man, thank you so much again for taking the time out of your busy schedule. I know you're training like crazy right now, man. So thank you so much, man. And for anyone taking a watch this video, go down below in the description. I'm going to have all of his social media stuff down below so you can follow the man, the myth. No, he's not a myth, but he is a legend. And the legend continues. Anthony Montalvo. Anthony, thank you so much again, man. Thanks for watching another episode of the Touchdown with Doug Smith, where I cover all 32 NFL teams plus NFL exclusive interviews. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for the alerts, comment below, and we'll catch you next time on the Touchdown with Doug Smith.